Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. Week 7 is underway in EA Sports College Football, and we are ready for a terrific game. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Rebels head coach. This is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers' offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And he'll be brought down. Ready. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for room to the right, it's Hardy. Could be an alley. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Missouri will snap it in the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Right back to Hardy on first down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Back open in the middle. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Throwing Simmons. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Big guy smells it, trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Tigers. They strike first.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up. Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
To the air, it's Knight. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Rebels are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. Takes the handoff. It's Lacey. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. They go right back to it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Hardy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Send the tight end in motion. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Unloads to the right. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, it'll be interesting to see the passing attack for Missouri this year under Eli Drinkwitz. He's done a pretty good job in recent years of going to the portal and finding his guy. Now, obviously, you lose Bo Pribula. He was only in this offense for a year. And, David, they go to Oxford to bring in Austin Simmons, and they've got a quarterback who, like Pribula,
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Middle linebackers, they're middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time. They play the run well, and look at this. How about this? Rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, getting a big sack.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So
there's a crease. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air, it's Knight. Pulls it in, it's Lacey. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. On 2nd and 10, a full wideout set, trips right. Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to Hardy.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Simmons fires to the middle. Complete downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
This time it's complete. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. The give on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. No huddle offense to the line. Here's Simmons to throw. Oh, they're after him. Breaks into the open. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Ball marked at the 26. It's first and 10. The give to Hardy. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. With the catch, it's Hardy. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside. Quickly
complete. Breaks free, and he might be gone. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's a heat. Makes the grab on the left. Strong, firm tackle.
Really good job on the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Let's it fly. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Missouri. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
On the move from inside is 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. What do they have have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Guys, the Rebels head coach told me at the half, their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Got it in the middle. It's Lacey. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Knight. He fires a bullet to the right. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Rebels will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the ground with the counter. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quick release on the RPO. Running through contact. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, one thing you know about this guy is once he has the ball in his hands, he's very difficult to bring down to the ground. That time, really nice job breaking a tackle, getting north, picking up more yards. Defense, they need to gang tackle him because he is a problem.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Working that left side now. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run in the red zone, it's Hardy. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. throwing Simmons. He's got it on the run. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike pay dirt. Here's Hardy. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Touchdown, Missouri! And the punishment has been extended.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And he's going to bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Dropping back, it's Knight. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Great example of how a 2nd half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. 1st half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Simmons bringing the heat, and it's a sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, give to Hardy. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on third. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Rebels offense is back on the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Makes the catch. It's Lacey. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Knight.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning.
Caught at the 25. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire.
You just get
Picked off to stop the threat. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. One more time, it's Hardy. There's some room. He now has 79 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Looking for room, it's Roberts. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Tigers are rolling down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Ole Miss calls his 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Here's Simmons to throw. Makes the grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll move the tight end. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. They'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Keep it on the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back to throw, it's Knight. Rush is on him, and they got him.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Let's see how much they can get on 2nd and 9 from the 20. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Alexander. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying. Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. This one's complete. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Rebels with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Back to pass, it's Knight. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. Send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Well, you really can't afford to get that type of call down here when you're trying to punch in a score. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late.
A shot toward the end zone. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.